right, we are ready for our next practice. We are looking at things, a few different topics when we are thinking like a scientist. The first one was making a qualitative and quantitative observation. So, what we are looking at, is it involving our senses? So that's qualitative. So what does it look like? Is it red? Is it sticky? Does it smell sweet? Does it taste sour? Is it rough? Is it smooth? Those would all be qualitative. Or could it be quantitative, that he ran 7 seconds, the plant grew 2 centimeters? Okay, that would be quantitative. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is fact and opinion. So we understand fact and opinion. Fact and opinion can be proven true. All right. Opinion here, though, is just what you feel. So what do you feel about the topic of scary movies? Or what do you think about the topic of roller coasters? Someone might love it and another person might hate it. That's their opinion. But what is true about roller coasters is that they go fast, that they use a lot of potential energy, that they need to have cars on some type of track. Those are all facts. So we need to be able to separate what a fact is from an opinion, all right? Okay, so as you go through this, I want you to just simply write, do you think that that's a fact or do you think that's an opinion? So can it be proven true? That would be a fact. Or is it what you think? That would be an opinion. So let's do a couple of these together. A giant tortoise can live to be over 150 years old. That would be a fact. That is something that could be proven true. A polar bear is the most fun animal to watch. That's an opinion. Okay, you got to be careful with like fun or most fun or always. Those are going to tend to be more of an opinion. Parrots are prettier than bluebirds. Once again, an opinion. Because it's like, well, somebody might think that bluebirds are prettier than parrots. So a fact would be something that we would be able to investigate, and that time and time again, we find the same thing to be true. Okay, so what I want you to do at this point now is to go through this list. Does the statement show an opinion? Does the statement show a fact? All right. Remember, a fact can be proven true. An opinion is just what you think about that particular topic. Okay. All right. So look for the answer key for that a little bit later. We are going to now look at the making inferences. This is another topic of thinking like a scientist. Making an inference is a logical explanation about things that we observe. We pull from our background knowledge when inferring. So you're looking at a situation, you're pulling your background knowledge into a current situation and thinking about what's going to happen or why it is happening, all right? So for example, when I went into school, the ground outside was dry. Now I am heading home and I notice the ground is wet. So I can infer that it was raining when I was in class because I see now that the ground is wet. So a couple of things might have occurred. The sprinkler system might have worked or it was raining. All right, so I'm inferring that it was raining in class. So complete the following inferences and observations. There may be more than one logical answer for these. Try and give the most likely explanation. So what I would like for you to do is we'll do this first one together, and then I want you to pause the video and I want you to do the other ones and then come back and let's review the answers together. Okay, so observation. I am working in the den. I'm sitting in the den working on the computer at night. Suddenly the lights and the computer go off, leaving me in the dark. My iPhone is still going though. So the lights go out. So there was a power outage. That would cause your lights to go out and the computer to go off. If it was plugged into electricity, right? If it's maybe a desktop where it doesn't have that internal battery, leaving me in the dark. My iPhone, which does have an internal battery, is still going though. So my inference would be that there was a power goes out. Okay, my phone still works because it has a battery, an internal battery. Well, hopefully your phone is charged as well. Okay, so you can infer that the power goes out, that there was a power shortage for whatever reason. Maybe there's a storm, but the power is out. So I want you to pause now, and I want you to do these next three, and then turn it back on, and you can see if you come up with the same inference as me. Okay? All right, see you soon. Alrighty, so let's take a look at problem number 2. My observation is that I'm sitting on the couch, patting my dog and eating a sandwich. The phone rings, so I put down my sandwich on the coffee table and go to answer it. When I come back, the dog and the sandwich are gone. So I can infer here that my dog took the sandwich. And why the dog is gone, you probably know this, right? Those of you who have pets, the dog is not going to stick around because it knows he's not supposed to grab that sandwich. So he or she took that sandwich and ran off so that he or she could eat that sandwich in peace. That's totally something that Murphy would do. So you can infer that your dog, okay, so that the dog, oops, dog took the sandwich and ran away. So he wouldn't, let's change that to wouldn't. That'd probably be a better verb here to use. He wouldn't get in trouble. The dog wants to eat the sandwich and not get caught. Alrighty, let's take a look at this next one. I am outside and I can hear my brother playing baseball in the backyard with his friends. I hear someone hit the ball really hard and then hear glass shattering. All right, so my background knowledge says that when glass shatters, when I hear that sound, that means it's broken. The glass is breaking or broken. And I also know that a baseball that's hit really hard is going to have a lot of kinetic energy. And so that would cause this glass to shatter if it went through a window. So I can infer that my brother or his friend hit the ball and it goes through the window. So the window broke from the baseball. Okay, that's why I can infer. Broke by one of the friends or my brother. All right. Last observation. It is July and we go away on vacation for 2 weeks. Before I go, I water my vegetable garden one last time and notice everything is green and healthy. When I come back from vacation, I notice that all the vegetables have gone brown and the leaves have wilted. Alrighty, so I can make an inference that the garden did not get any water. I know that plants need water as part of the photosynthesis to produce their own food. They need sunlight and carbon dioxide and water. So if they didn't have that water, that's one of the things that they need to survive. So it either didn't rain or whoever I asked to come and water my garden forgot, or maybe the sprinkler system didn't work, but for whatever reason, the garden did not get watered. So I am going to say that All right. Let's see if Miss Young can get this up here in time. All right. The garden didn't get any water didn't get enough. Let's change that. Didn't get enough water while I was on vacation. Because my background knowledge says that plants need water to survive. So remember, an inference is looking at a present situation and bringing my background knowledge in and interpreting that situation, coming up with some solutions that are logical, that make sense. All right. So I hope this helps, and you will go on to the next and final assignment, and there really none of them are assignments that we're turning in. Those are just activities and things that we're doing in class. All right.